Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful morning. Today I'm bringing you this tiny specimen. As you already know, this is Coelogyne odoratissima Lindl. Look at the sun shining. I hope I could show you the real colors of the environment around me, including the tea estate. Let's talk about this Coelogyne odoratissima, which is commonly called a wild orchid, found in 1000 to 2700 meters elevations and in subtropical environments. They come in clusters of pseudobulb, as you saw. If you're getting a specimen from someone, please make sure at least 2 pseudobulbs are there. Or leaves are there in the pseudobulb for easy photosynthesis, or at least a healthy root system is available in your cutting or specimen you're getting. This is normally bifoliate. Shape of the leaves is elliptical lanceolate. I have currently potted this in a very thin layer of cocoa husk which has been taken apart, so it's very airy and breathable. I have also added on top very thin parts of moss. You actually cannot add a lot of media to situate this unless you are mounting this. You have to be very careful at the media that you are giving. It has to be very airy as well as holding in moisture. Since they grow on tree trunks, I cannot add a lot because there's practically no media on a tree trunk. The rainy season ended and it got very dry, so I've been misting this like 2 to 3 times a day until it bloomed. And the flowers lasted for about 4 days until they fell. The plant is obviously in a transplant shock because I changed its environment. These are artificial surroundings that I'm barely providing it. In Sri Lankan children's clay cooking sets, there will always be a stove part where you put pretend fire to your cooking pot. That is where the main specimen is hanging out from. If I talk to you about its fragrance, it's very, very floral and mild. It will be emitting this fragrance all throughout the day and sometimes in the night also. The lip is actually bright yellow and it's very pleasant to see. But what makes me so happy is that I got this to bloom, which I never thought would be possible. And I did not fertilize this when I got this at first because you do not fertilize species normally, but since it's not getting its natural nutrition from trees and birds and anything wild, I had to fertilize this with an 18-18-18, which I used quarter of the strength of what is recommended on the bottle. Later on I realized that again and again I keep forgetting that clay wicks it all out. So when the dry times hit, I gave this more water and more fertilizer, but still in a very weak strength. I want to tell you to leave this on a east or west facing windowsill or a rack, because the south would be too much and has to be covered with a sheer curtain if you are keeping this on a south facing window. I think this grows very well when mounted, because from wherever it is gonna bloom, it will be easy for the flowers to or the buds to come out of the leaves and pseudobulbs and hang out to bloom. That's what we do with Coelogyne types when we are growing them at our homes. This is quite easy actually. you don't have to worry about a lot when it comes to having one in a clay pot, because the clay wakes everything out and you won't ever have any kind of root rot issue. But here, if I think that I cannot give it the specific water or the moisture it needs, I can actually keep a plate of water underneath the pot so the clay can wick it up again. That is what's great about growing on clay. It's porous as well as wicks water up. I will also mount this up later because I need to secure the 4 pseudobulbs which are inside the pot much better. Currently they are held by quartz pebbles. I know they need a better securing, because those two were sent to me for security purposes in case the main specimen did not make it. The sender was very scared that the transport would break the leaves. However, it did not, and I'm very happy that I got this to grow and bloom, and mostly that I was able to show it to all of you. I'm so happy that I finally have another Coelogyne type, and I have to keep this very safe now from direct sun, which will not happen in my balcony from where it's kept. But anyway, I have to keep this away from snails and slugs. I hope you guys have a great day wherever in the world you are. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.